what's up YouTube? I'm going to deck profile my Herminia list after LBT04. I think I got it to a point where I like it, and I noticed there's not a lot of deck profiles on YouTube for this deck, so I figured I'd share it with you guys who want to see it. I'll also have the deck log down in the description for you guys to check out if you don't want to actually watch the profile with explanations. But yeah, that's that. Jumping into the list, we have our ride line 0, 1, 2, 3. Pretty standard. I know some people are trying to play the new Herminia in this slot, but it feels very greedy because you need to be at 3 to maximize it, and this one you don't have to commit as hard to meet the condition, and just being able to guarantee a restand early on is kind of nice. Then triggers, 4 heals, 8 crits, 3 draws, and the crit over trigger because it's generally good and hitting it gets you extra value off of your Relier. Then playing the PGs with a Sanctitude, then the Ulpirius for the extra 20k guard that can come up. Then I'm playing 3 Signe. She is the restander for the deck for your booster. Sometimes I do use that plus 5k since you want to meet the threshold for 3 face down counterblasts for your Herminia grade 3, so you can get an extra 5k, and usually my other column will be a different grade 2 to make a better number, so it's really nice. I opted for 3 instead of 4 since you can superior call it from the drop zone, and I wanted to make room to be sure I could play 4 of this card, the Musetta. I see some options of playing 4 of this instead to have a better rearguard lane as opposed to this, but I choose to play 4 of this because I really want to see it for the restanding turns to guarantee me the ability to at least get 4 drive checks consistently. Then the other grade 1 I'm playing is a Libita, new card. She is a 10k guard if you're powerful and grade 3 or greater with Herminia. Then she also has the ability to bounce her column that she was in if you have 5 or more units with powerful. So you can early game rush, bounce back your cards, and recycle them, especially for your ones that have the on calls, specifically the Custodia, which is really, really cool. And of course, being a 10k shield is always nice in this deck. Then the best grade 2 on the deck, debatably, because it's what makes this deck kind of annoying to play against, is the Relier, who just on attack, if you can counter plus 2, get plus 10, and if you have a grade 3 or greater with Herminia's name, this unit can perform a drive check with the powerful condition, and it's not on once per turn, and so the 10k will stack, so she can become a 30k by herself, plus you can drive check up to like 4 or even 6 times if you have a counterblast for it, which is really crazy. Then, as mentioned, we're playing the Custodias on place, Soul Blast, to look at the top 5, call a card with a powerful ability and a different card name from this unit among them, to rearguard if it's grade 2 or less. If it's a grade 3, you can add it to your hand and discard a card so you can get to your Persona rides, which this deck really, really enjoys. Then it also gets you the condition in case you need to choose to discard as opposed to Persona ride for your Herminia skill. And then, of course, powerful, continuous, Guardian Circle. If you have the Herminia on Vanguard with that condition, you can get a 10k shield, just like the grade 1. Then 3 honorable powerful mentions. She's not powerful, which is unfortunate, but that would make her insanely busted probably. She gets to superior call a powerful unit from your graveyard. It has a hard once per turn, so you cannot use multiple in turn. But just being able to be greedy and pitch rearguards or not have to worry about your rearguards dying just to recall them back with Stolas is nice. And then she has the added bonus of potentially being a booster as well if you have 3 or more total rearguards with the friend ability or powerful ability. I am playing 2 Halfas. She doesn't get a whole lot of value since the new Herminia does not choose, so you can't really get that free draw. However, she has a 19k beater, which is nothing to scoff at. And early game, or if you happen to be on the grade 3 original Herminia, you can actually make use of her. To round it off is the 4 copies of the new dress up Herminia, who gets to reduce your counterblast of 1 for all cards if you have 3 or more face down counterblasts. Her powerful condition is when you persona ride, you can counterblast 1 as a cost instead of discarding a grade 3 Herminia from your hand. You can stand all of your rear guards in the front row with the powerful ability. So yeah, when you persona ride, you can choose to counterblast, which is free if you have 3 or more face down counterblasts, and if not, you did not persona ride and you drive check a Herminia, you can discard it to stand your front row powerful units. So it's really nice. I have an extra 2 targets of Herminia just in case you do not really want to ride her anymore. You'd rather be on the dress up, so I didn't want to run too many. And that's also why it's the ride line, so when you persona ride for the first time, you should be going into one of these instead, and at least you'll have the extra copies of names in case you ever have to rely on a drive check for another name. But yeah, that's the entire deck profile. If any questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.